Bivol versus Beterbiev. A lot of people believe that Bivol should have won the fight, that he got robbed. Close fight, it was competitive, highly skilled, a really good boxing match, but the fight judges just got the decision wrong yet again for one of these boxing matches. I thought Bivol won the fight. Even though I thought Beterbiev was going to win, I thought Bivol won 7 rounds out of that fight. I think he landed the cleaner punches. He had better defense, which is scored in boxing. Beterbiev had a little bit more volume, not just in how much he threw, but also how much he landed. He threw twice as many punches as Bivol, but only landed like 4 more punches in total, which is crazy. That just goes to show you Bivol's defense, which should have been scored much bigger than it was. But Beterbiev was hitting the guards so much, he wasn't landing clean punches. The judges may have confused it with those shots actually landing when they actually didn't. Beterbiev had the volume, slightly, not enough for him to win. He also had the aggression, which is scored, and he had the ring generalship. But I don't think that trumps the cleaner shots and the defense of Bivol. I mean, if he defended like 700 punches out of 1,000 that Beterbiev threw, how is that not giving him the win alone? Like, that's insane defense. Even though he was guarding for most of the punches, that still shows good fundamental defense, while also landing the cleaner punches in the fight. I mean, look at the stats here. It's ridiculous. Beterbiev threw 1,023 total punches. Bivol threw 582, about half. They landed nearly the same amount of punches. Beterbiev landed 218, whereas Bivol landed 5 less. And the impact clearly went to Bivol. That means that Bivol defended, or Beterbiev just missed, over 800 punches. If you defend 800 punches, your scoring on defense should be so high. I don't know how Bivol doesn't win just on that with the higher impact of his punches. And in boxing, they score all of that together. It's not a supremacy criteria like MMA has, right? In MMA, it's the effective striking is number 1. Then if that's equal, you go to aggression. If that's equal, then you go to octagon control or like ring generalship or whatever. In boxing, they're all scored together and they include defense, which makes it very vague. And it also makes it kind of dumb, honestly, because it allows each of the judges to score the fight differently. One judge may prioritize clean punches, giving it to Bivol, but then the other judge might prioritize aggression and ring generalship. That means Beterbiev would win on his criteria. And then the other judge prioritizes volume and aggression, which gives it to Beterbiev. That's why you do need that supremacy scoring like MMA has, because you can't allow judges to have their own priorities of what they want to score. It's way too vague. And it kind of robbed a lot of the fans of a great fight, right? The conclusion, the result of an amazing fight. This happened back with Canelo and Triple G, right? A lot of people believe that Triple G won the first fight, but because the scoring was so lopsided for Canelo, it made fans very bitter about that fight, where it should have been just a great contest that everybody enjoyed. Now it's the same thing with Bivol and Beterbiev. It's like a lot of fans are annoyed by the scoring of the fight. Most people had it for Bivol, or at the very least a draw, because, you know, Bivol won 7 rounds. If you evened it out for both of them, I think a lot of people understand that. But the scoring was crazy. One of the judges gave Beterbiev 116 to 112. That's more lopsided than it should be for Bivol, let alone Beterbiev, right? If they even gave Bivol that many rounds, it'd be like, okay, that's a little too much. But they give Artur that many rounds. It's like, how? What did he do? That judge was only scoring on aggression? That was it? And volume? He just saw a lot of punches getting thrown and you know, him walking forward and Bivol's on the ropes, guarding up and blocking punches, and they thought, oh, Beterbiev's definitely winning this fight. Look at me, punches he's throwing out there, guys. It's absolutely crazy, man. And that's a big reason why I stopped caring about the scoring of boxing matches, because when you look at how the scoring criteria is, it's so incredibly vague. There's no reason to care about it. Like, forget what the 3 people scoring the fight say. Just look at the fight and then you come up with the winner. That's kind of how I look at boxing now. I don't care what the scorecards say at this point. Bivol won the fight. In my eyes, he always won this fight. Triple G beat Canelo. The first fight between Fury and Wilder was a Fury win, was not a draw. Manny Pacquiao beat Timothy Bradley in the first fight. Like, in boxing, the scoring is so insanely flawed, even worse than MMA. There's no reason to look at 3 guys that are scoring different things in a fight as the correct result of that fight. Most people know that Bivol won. And shout out to Bivol, man. No excuses when he could have made a lot. He said he could have fought better. There's no excuses. He lost the fight. He should have just done better, right? He should have just done better. What a champion he is, man. And nothing against Beterbiev either. He just came out there and fought, and the judges gave him the fight, right? He had no control of that. Respect to both fighters, and especially a lot of respect to Bivol. He made me a much bigger fan by the way he responded to the scorecards, when he absolutely could have been really upset with that, right? He could have absolutely made a ton of excuses if he wanted to. And for some of those excuses, a lot of fans will understand his resentment for losing all of his titles. Beterbiev has every single belt that Bivol had, and there should be a rematch. There should be a rematch with different people scoring that fight. A really good boxing match that was kind of robbed by the judges, not only from the fighters, but also from the fans. And leave in the comments below, who do you guys think won the fight? How many rounds did you score for Bivol and Beterbiev? Make sure to give the video a like, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video.